members of the Board of Governors of MDI, Dr. B.S. Sahai, Director, Dr. M.P. Jaiswal, Dean Research, Dr. Atmanand, Dean Executive Graduate Program, Dr. B.A. Metri, Dean Graduate Programs, members of the faculty, members from the media, honorable guests, and dear students. On behalf of the Board of Governors and on my own behalf, I welcome you to the convocation of Management Development Institute for the year 2009-10. I extend a special and warm welcome to the Union Finance Minister, who, with his presence here today, uniquely enhances the prestige and the solemnity of the convocation and the pride of those whose academic careers reach their culmination at his hands today. I extend a warm welcome to the distinguished guests from the government and the corporate world who have graced this occasion. Their presence adds luster to this function. I welcome my colleagues on the Board of Governors whose steadfast commitment to this institution and whose wise counsel and advice have helped this institution achieve and maintain excellence all around. Management Development Institute was set up in 1973 by IFCI as a society devoted to development of management, education and research. MDI, as it has come to be called, has grown steadily, unlike sometimes the roller coaster fortune of the parent, from which IFCI has only recently emerged. MDI assumed a front-ranking position in its field very early on and has maintained it since. The rank that MDI occupies among business schools is not merely an indicator of an aggregate of MDI's performance. It is equally a recognition of the deep and constant commitment to bringing about improvements in the organizational practices in both the private and the public sector. It is due to the objective of public good this institution was conceived to serve, and the objective that successive generations of students and faculty have conscientiously strived to uphold above everything else, which constitutes the great MDI legacy. It is this legacy which gets passed on today to 594 of the brightest and the best in their streams. This includes 4 scholars from fellow program management, 232 students from postgraduate program in management, 50 students from postgraduate program in human resources, 46 students from postgraduate program in international management, 55 students from national management program, 52 students from postgraduate program in energy management, 111 students from executive management program, and students from postgraduate program in public policy and management. While the Western world stumbles from the effects of the economic crisis, the future holds unprecedented potential and promise for those who start their careers in this country today. If reports are to be believed, the Indian economy is likely to overtake the US economy in terms of size during the course of your careers. Such estimates are based on an array of quantitative assumptions. However, there is also an assumption of a qualitative character which demands a degree of courage and knowledge, but even more so, humility and compassion, which has been the endeavor of MDI to help you inculcate. I congratulate you on your achievements that we celebrate today, and I wish you all the very best for the future that you realize for yourselves and help realize for your brothers and sisters across the length and breadth of this country. I am grateful to the faculty at MDI, to whom MDI owes all that it has today to its name and credit. Their students have incurred a debt to them that would be possible to repay only in terms of what they do and how they do in their careers. However, on behalf of the board, I may only say that we have a debt to you, faculty members, in having helped us realize a vision which we have no means of repaying and can do no more than merely acknowledge. I wish to congratulate Dr. B.S. Sahai, Director of MDI, personally on this great occasion. The members of the administrative staff of MDI are our unsung heroes. They are rarely acknowledged in academic institutions. However, they shape experience in the most pleasant of ways and make so much more possible for each one of us that I am not surprised they live on in the memories of students longer than it might be possible to imagine. Back in 1973, when MDI was set up by IFCI, only entities imbued with a public purpose could have come forward to undertake investments in management education. Management education did not at the time possess a viable business model. Today, by contrast, management education promises high rates of return. If the scramble to set up business school is to be believed, perhaps too high a rate of return. What it might mean is that MDI enjoys an unprecedented opportunities in today's context and environment. After 38 years of its existence, growth might be the best antidote for MDI to meet the challenge of what in the biography of an institution may otherwise be called the equivalent of a middle age. As chairman of the board, I wish to reiterate our commitment as a partner in the process of helping MDI negotiate its larger purpose and destiny and determining the course of next steps in consultation with its faculty and staff. Honorable Finance Minister Shri Pranab Mukherjee has so very kindly agreed to be with us here today. I am overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude towards him that I do not have words to express. In the rough and tumble of public life, his is a rare voice carrying conviction and authenticity and inspiring hope and trust. His quiet and purposeful demeanor, his wisdom and simplicity, his openness and generosity set him apart from the rest and far above and beyond the stature of the office that he holds or the position he occupies. I envy those of you who are about to receive their honors and awards at his hands today. I would also seek at this point his indulgence to continue to be our guide and support in all our future endeavors. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.